Hello. And today we're playing the newest update of Winter Demon Lurks. We're going to start chapter 4 for Morris. The roar of thunder accompanies a howling downpour and the oppressive orchestra that crushes the soundless mood in the air. Hugh Morris and Mr. Kerr seated around a glass coffee table. The Kraken is in the prime position across from both of you. From you both, his presence commanding the room. You don't ignore your status as guest within Mr. K's dominion. Morris smiles as you both wait. It's the businessman smile you put on when you first meet him. The Kraken pulls out his smartphone from his coat and types away. Once done, he turns his attention to both of you. So I assume you two aren't here by coincidence. No, we didn't really plan to show up tonight. Jen said you were under attack. He gulped when he emphasizes now. Excuse me for a minute, German. A snap of his tentacles, black smoke puffs to Kraken's right. Jen appears from the smoky air. What? Mr. K, how nice to... Mr. K's tentacles wrap around the snake's throat and pull him in. They pull it in until they are eye to eye. And where have you been? My petulant genie? The genie desperately grabs at the tentacles, clawing for mercy. An entire cult stores by gates. I didn't even hear a word from you. The same cultist I told you to get rid of days ago. Display yourself. Zen's face turns a bright shade of blue. I don't think you can, breathe. Mr. K loosens his grip just enough for the snake to gasp for air. The Kraken lifts the snake until his tail hovers a smidge off the ground. I'm just gonna give Jen a different voice. I gotta explain. My liege, my powerful, benevolent liege. Morris leans over to whisper. This is not going to end well. You better make it good, or all the blood spilled today will be in your hands. I was caught off guard. I was working so diligently to break into their camp and to destroy their source of power, but I was too late. They had completed their ritual. It woes me. I did everything I could to stop them, but they nearly ripped me to shreds. The snake clasped their hands as they pointed to the Kraken to give them. You couldn't have imagined how glad I was to know you survived, sir. You couldn't have imagined how glad I was to know you survived, sir. Mr. K's eyes leveled. For your lamp's sake, you better hope I don't find a scrap of proof that you're lying to me. Never, sir. Now go, take stock of all the damages in the compound, get them fixed. Yes, sir, right away, Mr. K flings Jen back through the broken doorway and off the banister, conveniently missing the next person to enter. Good morning, Jen. Fuck you, Junior. Goodbye, Jen. You hear a loud thud following the unmistakable groan on the naga. The person at the door is a well-dressed octopus, legitimately cephalopoda, carries a tray of teacups and a pot. You assume this is a butler. Yeah, I like it. I like it where you got obscure animals or less popular animals being used, like the octopus here and the Kraken, like physical, like less popular or obscure animals or fictional animals, and not just the popular ones like a some kind of large feline like tigers, lions, or a wolf or a bear and stuff like that. You got these lesser known animals, less popular ones too, and fictional ones. Morris leans over to you. That's Mr. K's son, Junior. Oh, I suppose Jen will not be needing any refreshments. Morris is his plus one. Junior nods at you both and return to expressing. Junior walks in and sets the tray down. He pours tea into 3 cups. When he opens the sugar bowl, you're taken aback by the sight of bright blue spheres. Do you two take some candy with your tea? Milk is fine for me. Yeah, I'll be fine with a cube of either brown or white sugar, please. Junior reaches out for one with a spoon, but Mr. K holds out his tentacle to stop him. Enough for me tonight. You're hurt. I'm not going to die from a flesh wound. Distribute what we have to the injured. I've already done that. Those seriously wounded were sent to Kimbleton Hospital. Dr. Desiderum insisted he oversee their recovery. We need to discuss what to do with the thing. It's fine. They know about the gate. Have you heard from Maki? No, he was unreasonable, but I wouldn't worry about him. A staff member I contacted said he was busy partying with his guests. I don't think he's even aware about what happened here tonight. I'll have a word with him later. For now, let's entertain our guests. The father's tone feels familiar. Though calm, he carries himself with dignified authority. A twinge of envy fills your heart. The familial relations make you think of what you could never have with your own father. Junior finishes preparing the tea and hands everyone a cup. He stands next to his father while pulling out a tablet from his pocket. Back to our business at hand. He came to my aid today, but he mentioned he wanted to meet me. What exactly do you want, Morris? The familiarity leaves you an outsider. You press yourself against the edge of the sofa and stir your tea, anything to avoid butting in. We know about the underworld gate. We want to access it. Mr. K runs his tentacles across the tendrils that would make up his chin. If he had one, he says nothing until a straight boom of thunder shakes their state. How exactly have you become privy to this information? You already know how I did. You know I took out the demon that was roaming around Kimbleton as per Jen's request. The Kraken's tentacles on his face slide against one another like someone tilting their fingers. How convenient that he left your woe out of his report. Regardless, even if you did help me, that does not mean I must return in kind. Here's out. It's not even for me. It's for my friend here. The boy pulls you close to show you off the Kraken. You try to smile but can't stop your eye from twitching. What does this one have to do with the underworld? More shakes your shoulders. Go on, tell him. Me? You do it. It sounds better if you say it. Ahem. You both stop your juvenile banter. Sir? Mr. K, sir, my name is Kobu. What I mean to say, my friend King, he's been taken by demons. I would super appreciate it if we could use your gate and just go get him back. Demons, how? Mr. K scoffs. Yeah, I thought those bastards had already retired kidnapping and living. How did you get involved with them? You take a deep breath, recalling the lie you gave Morris. I pissed off the demon lord. I didn't keep my end of the bargain. Let's just leave it at that. Mr. K deep chuckles, startles your nerves. A broken deal. I find that hard to believe. The Demon Lord has always been contentious, but I never know him to be swayed by trivial things like deals with mortals. Strange, he speaks of the Demon Lord as though they share a history, but you've never met this creature before. What do you know about the Demon Lord? Mr. K sips his tea. What do I know about that sword-wielding fiend? Corrupted to the core, he'd lie, cheat, and slay innocents to get his way, all for his precious underworld. Does he mean Pa? It couldn't be. Are you sure? Maybe it really mean Million. I never forget him. Even amongst us who dabble in deceit and murder, he stands above the rest. He'd make you call him a savior while he burns your home to the ground. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if the decades he spent sitting on his ivory throne has reduced his constitution even further. Happens to all lowlives. Your claws dig deep into the palm of your hands. Every statement is slander upon your father's name. He's lying. What would he know about my father? It must be because Pa prevented their kind from further wreaking havoc among mortals. Just get through this. Just get through this, Kobu. This bottom-dwelling, soul-devouring scum has nothing on you. Well, I don't know about that. The Demon Lord I encountered didn't have a sword. He went by Vendre. What a shame. Someone got to Zangits before I did. They really are monsters. Ginger taps away on his tablet. So yeah, I'm not asking much here. We just need to get in, get my friend, and leave. Your pursuit does not interest me, boy. The worth of one soul is not equivalent to years of work. But the wings leaders suits you a look, and you swing back into your seat. Then what is of equal value? The Kraken taps the rim of his teacup with a spoon before setting it back down. His gaze is intensely fixed upon Morris for a little longer than he'd want. You. Right, Morris. He's in love with you? What? I don't think that's what he's implying, Kobu. Not to say I'm not flattered, if that's what you meant, Mr. K. Just that I don't see you in a romantic light. Not that you aren't a good catch. I mean, in the right lighting. Silence. I'm referring to the deal I offered you the day we first met. You want me to work for you? Your powers are tremendous. With our guidance, think about what we could achieve. You said that, but we both know what you really want is a demon in me, isn't it? Can't blame me. It's a useful weapon. Not to mention, and no offense, but I don't think you can control it as well as you hope. You seem to be doing quite the sorry job for yourself. Haven't you been needing more batteries lately? That watch of yours is straining to keep the beast at bay. Maybe if the monsters that created the watch made it a little better, I wouldn't be needing so many batteries so often. It's not the tool that I fault, Morris. Your demon's soul is growing. Soon the watch may not be able to hold it back, period. How about this then? I allow the two of you to use the gate in exchange for the soul of your demon self, Morris. Morris' eyes widen. You can do that? Of course. You'll be free from your suffering, and your friend can go save their ally from the underworld. All you need to do is sign here. With a snap of his tentacles, the file materializes and opens up to reveal a detailed contract. A pen also emerges next to Morris's face. The phone on your back stands on end. Ethereal blue light surrounds the folder. You swear you can hear the faint call of the contract reaching out to your friend. That's no ordinary contract. If that's Kraken's fighting powers or anything to go by, that thing is dangerous. Go on. Morris stares at the document. He gulps as his trembling hands reach for the pen. Oh, don't do that. He snatched the file away from the boy, breaking him out of his trance. Hey, you got to read these things before you sign them. Didn't anyone teach you that? Wait, what? Your years in the office have granted you the ability to speed read through legal jargon. You flipped through the papers once before going back jabbing at the section. You said this deal is for the demon half of your soul. But you didn't specify that Morris would be kept safe during or after the process. For all we know, you could just end up killing him under the extraction. That's an unknowable factor. Yet you happily left it out as an explanation. You take Morris by the shoulder. You can't take this deal. You think that the demon side of you is a separate creature, but what if it isn't? Come on, man. Don't say that. But you have to consider it until you prove otherwise. Don't do this. Your tentacles that cover the Kraken's mouth wiggle about. Where did it gobble you up whole? I began to see why the Demon Lord wants you dead. I'll be dead before I let you take advantage of us. Okay, we're shouting. Maybe we all got to tone it down a little. What will a puny mortal like you understand about magical contracts? Only mortals would think of dishonoring their agreements. I know enough. Don't try to act all high and noble. You say anything to eat a soul. A cool female voice emanates from Junior's tablet saying, "The cow says moo." All of you turn to the younger octopus in the room, the file and pen evaporating away into nothingness. Sorry, apologies, that's the only soundboard I have on this. I think this is the time for me to interject. Pa, I don't think you're being fair to them. It did help us out. My own kin, taking the enemy's side, unbelievable. I'm not taking anyone's side. We just need a deal here. We can use their help to manage the demons that are popping in and out of the town now. Our members are in no condition to face them. If these two want to use the gate, they can work for it. After the day's attack, it's more dangerous to have our own people continue such work. South as always, Junior. Did not teach you better. You taught me to be the strategic part. I think this deal will be more effective. Perhaps over time, Morris may even see that being fully employed by us isn't that bad. Fine. Wait, so are you offering us a temporary job in exchange for using the gate? If everything goes smoothly, we should have the gate up and running in about a week. I will specify it like this. I will specify it like so. You will serve us absolutely to complete the gate's construction, doing away with demons or foes that threaten the security of the rings until the gate is ready. Although I suppose if we get rid of Morris's friend here, we save ourselves the trouble dealing with the demons. Hey, nobody touches him. He's mine to protect. Junior chuckles. Very well. Then let's stick to what I propose. Does that satisfy you? I suppose. Great, then let me create the contract. You brace yourself to see how strong of a contract he can. He taps on his tablet and you hear the clicking sound of a printer coming to life. Behind him, on Mr. K's desk, a printer spits out several pages. Son, you could just ask me to make a magical contract. Pa, I'm sure the legal powers of the lawyers at Harlett and Pelicanard are enough for this. Can you give us a minute to talk about this? You can have the corner until the contract is fully printed. You both walk over to a corner of the room, out on either side. So we go through this? I wish we had more time to decide, but I doubt we can leave without making a choice. I don't see another way. We need them to complete the gate, and it would be better to make friends rather than new enemies. Then Mr. K's offer. You're still considering that? No, just drop it. Morris sighs. Fine, you're the customer. You both return to the sofa. Junior has a contract ready in his hand. We'll take the deal. Junior's deal, to be specific. Then let's sign and make it official, pa. Oh, one moment. We reserve the right to reread the contents of the new contract. You swipe the documents one more time and again jab at a fool's spots you deem unfair. You argue your case to Junior while trying to avoid Mr. K's gaze. At one point, you borrowed the tablet from Junior to make edits in the relevant items. The printer comes back to life, and it isn't long for you before the both of you are ready to sign. Junior picks up the document and reads through it quickly. You wait with bated breath that he doesn't make a big deal of what you rewrote. The octopus looks at the paper, then back at you. Junior signs the document with the ink of his tentacle. Are you sure about that? It's nothing too important. I wouldn't sign it if it was. With a wave of Mr. K's hand, the file floats over to him. Then Mr. K does the same, signing with his own self-made ink. When it reaches Morris, he takes a while to read the contract first before signing it with a pen. Last, it reaches you. A cold chill runs up your spine. You scrawl your signature upon the document. The contract returns to Junior. The contract is sealed. Welcome to the rings, boys. Yeah, I suppose. Morris says it without an ounce of enthusiasm. What happens now? Our driver's waiting for you at the entrance. Leave your phone number with them. I'll send a copy of the signed documents through and we'll reach out to you soon. Sure. Mr. K's lack of contribution after his son's proposal bothers you. You stand to leave, taking a moment to observe the remnants of the cult leader before you do. A long black jacket lies on the floor. How to survive all of that is beyond your understanding. What are you doing with that? It's just a jacket. I figured I could keep it as a spoil of battle. You also need to get it back to Toast. It could be what he's looking for. Do we need to assess it for its worth? I sense no magical properties from it. Let him have that wag. Phew. Thank you for your kindness. Let's go. You both hurry out of the mansion. As Junior mentioned, a black sedan awaits you both. Your Morris don't speak throughout the drive back to your apartment. The storm doesn't die down like your energy. You're sheepishly heading up the steps of your apartment with Morris by your side. Do you mind if I sleep over? The rain's not letting up. Sure, I can clear up the sofa. No, wait, Lucy's here. I don't mind sharing your mattress if you're okay with it. Totally, I might accidentally hug you like a body pillow, though. I snore, so I say that's the fair exchange. You both exchange a brief laugh before you reach for the doorknob. He's here. He's back. Quick, the door. The sound of Lucian's hurried footsteps follow, and the door swings open. There you are. Do you know what time it is? Where have you been? I've been worried sick. Oh, whoa. How do you get into my apartment? Toast pouts his head from behind. Yeah, you're back. Hope you don't mind. I let us in because of the rain. He was already inside when I arrived. I did not tell him to break in. You were going on and on about how glad you were. Your hair isn't all wet from the rain. Guys, fine. I'll give you a spare key next time. No more breaking and entering. I didn't break in. The ghost did. I just happened to walk in behind him. Can we continue this inside? It's freezing out here. Everyone enters the unit and sits around the living room floor. Alright, now explain, where have you been? Or is there a big black orb of expensive soul energy that formed on the top of the hill? The track on my halo couldn't tell you. couldn't tell if you were alive or dead for so long. Morris and you exchanged nervous glances, keeping your involvement with the mythical creatures secret seems trivial compared to the bigger picture. Given all people needs to know that their kind are planning something. Swear upon your lives you must never ever tell anyone on this planet what I'm going to tell you now. I'm already dead, but sure. Secrets? How annoying. He clicks his tongue. Morris puts his hand on your shoulder. We just signed a contract. We can't. Well, I trust them, and I doubt they'd sell us off to the gang. Also, we can talk about it freely because you pull out your phone and swipe over the signed contract that Junior sent over. You find the confidentiality section and tap at one clause and show it to Morris. Confidential information excludes information that subsection 4 is used and or developed by the receiving party with use of or reference to the disclosing party's confidential information. Speak English. I think he means that clause allows them to fully talk about this gang's operations without repercussions, or at least until they've caught on. When I first read the contract, I saw some loopholes that required adjustments. When I was able to get my hands on that tablet, all I needed to do was to omit 3 letters from that clause to benefit us. So what do you want from them? We want to get access to the underground gate. You're building such a thing. Why? Is it obvious? It's a gate to keep the demons out. You shake your head. No, Toast, it's a gate that lets you into the world of demons. Good grief, how do I begin to explain all this to Lord Gary? Listen, it will be easier if you don't get involved. The gang members are actually mythical creatures. Things might get complicated. This couldn't get any more worse. No, I promise I'll help. I will do what I can, even if it means from a distance. Are you going to tell Gary about this? Lucian shakes his head. I should not bother Lord Gary until I have more information. Raising the alarm too early may cause reinforcements to be sent, complicating things further. Previous versions of Lord Gary have never been the best at handling crisis. For now, this stays with all of us. I don't really get what you guys are talking about. All this mythical Gary stuff. Are we all still helping Kobu get his buddy back? We are. Then that's all I needed to know. All I to know, Toast, look at what I got. You unfurl the jacket to show it to the ghost. A jacket, you got it. He grabs a garment and waves it around in the air. How do you know that's the right one? I know because it has Arkham still on it. This is the one, Kobu. I could kiss you. Hey, back up, those lips aren't yours. Toast pays Morris no heed. How do you find it? I just got lucky. The guy who had it, he's dead, so I picked it up. Dead? Did you too? Not directly, let's not talk about it. I'm trying to forget seeing someone get split in half. Lucian nods. I gotta get this to Arkham as soon as the rain lets up. Does this mean we won't be seeing you around anymore, Toast? Now that your mission is complete? I didn't think about that. I wouldn't press your luck. Best you leave before I change my mind about exercising you. Same here. You say that, but I know you guys will miss me. Anyways, I think we can leave that question for some other time I beat. Yeah, well, I'll stand guard tonight. It's raining though. I'll stand guard inside. So you fall asleep with Morris next to you. No cuddling happens as you are constantly being watched by the angel's piercing gaze near you. You have the evening shift tomorrow, so you sleep in. It seems that you have seen Toast's meeting with Arkham before. It would be great if you want to see it again, but it could be a chore if you read this many times. So, would you like to skip this scene? I don't remember me seeing Toast's meeting with Arkin at all. So, I'm just going to say no. Right before the break of dawn, the hyena heads to the town park with a jack in hand. He stops at the man-made river that cuts through the park's grounds. Toast peers into the waters, and the reflection looks back at him. Recalling Arkin's instructions, the ghost places his hand into the river. Arkin, I'm ready. A fist lined with a purple lure flies out of the water. It wraps itself around Toast's forearm and pulls him into the river. Unlike being submerged into water, the sensation is akin to passing through a thin bubble. When he comes through the other side, the scenery is nowhere near the park. A ghastly but familiar person holds a fishing rod that pulls the hyena in. Yo, Arkin, I got it. A tall, bulky-looking person with a bull's skull for a head looks at Toast without a single expression on his face. Not too far from where the biker stands, a small tent is set up next to a jet black chopper bike. With a tug of his fishing pole, Arkin's line magically unwraps itself and winds back onto the spool. Toast floats over to Arkin while proudly showing off his jacket. Arkin takes a deep breath of his cigar and lets out a heavy plume of smoke. His voice is husky, but it calms the ghost to hear him speak. Pahera's flaming toga. He actually pulled it off. Toast's friend makes his way to the tent and takes a seat by a sturdy rock. Good work. How do you do it? A buddy of mine found it. The thief got taken out, though. I wondered that the thief didn't see their own death coming. Arkin takes the jacket from the ghost and puts it on. Still fits like a glove after all these years. The morning winds blow by without either noticing. For the ghost, what wind could be felt without a body. A stray leaf causes merely a passing tingle while the skull-faced biker ponders his feelings. Something the matter, though. You'd be happier that you got your jacket back. I am happy. I'm just seeing how long this feeling will last. And it's gone. He groans as he stretches his arms out. Joy is so fleeting. Is this what mortals call the emptiness of reaching your goals? Maybe that jacket isn't what you're really looking for. What do you think I really need? And I don't know, family? Ha, there's no such thing as family among the Pantheon. Oh, you crack me up, Toast. Toast looks in the direction of Kimbleton. Family, huh? Well, I needed that. Are you ready to leave this town? Things are getting too dicey around here. Demons, cultists, and monsters popping up and blasting major everywhere. Where will we be headed to next? Now that I have my equipment back, we can head for new Mount Olympus near Las Vegas. The one that can help you is definitely there. Back to Las Vegas, huh? I don't think I'm ready to leave. There's someone back in Kimbleton who's in deep shit, and I owe it to them to help. That's honorable, Toast, but even honorable heroes can end up in Tartarus. Have you decided to stop pursuing your brother? No way, that's still on my to-do list, but I've never left a member of my crew back when I was alive, and I won't start doing it now. Arkin takes another puff of his cigar. That's why I like you, Toast. Tartarus be damned. You have family and friends to protect. Is that your secret to everlasting happiness? Toast shrugs. Well, I'll wait for your return then. Remember to find the river when you are ready to leave. No matter how hard I try, I can't rip a hole through the barrel that keeps all you Nemas trapped here. Thanks, Arkin. Before you go, have a bit of this. The biker goes to his chopper and pulls out a flask from the saddlebag. He pours out a small cap, the liquid inside, and hands it to the hyena. Oh, your famous honey. Ambrosia. I've told you that many times. Well, your ambrosia honey tastes good. He drinks the entire cap and lets out a satisfying sound. Refreshing's like I've come alive again. That's to clear your corruption once more, but be careful. I don't know what you'll face back in that town. If you feel you lose yourself, leave. You worry too much, man. I'll be fine. It's me you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Then go with my blessing. Go with the wisdom of Athena, and may Nyx's love bring you glory. He bumps toes from the chest with his fishing rod. Wait, Toast is flung back into the river, and we emerge in Kibbleton Park. Back in the underworld, Amari and Fortis are leaving after consuming a delicious meal prepared by King. Amari attempts to open a portal to his workshop. What in the world? A bear prevents him from entering his portal. Sparking cocks. Fear and anger swell up within the demon's chest. He sprints off in the direction of the elevator. The fire general sits on top of a bridge that oversees the underworld city. Demons often gather on this bridge to take in the view, admiring all they've accomplished in their lifetime of work. Today there is no one here but a lonesome general. His mind searches for words to describe this unrecognizable fear within him. He recalls Vendrake's message just after he settled with the fallen freelancer. Have the generals prepare to head to Earth. All you are to put an end to Kobu. The paperwork for Amari's departure is almost complete. He will be the first. The rest of you better be ready if he fails. But, my lord, Amari's no fighter. He will never agree to this. He won't have a choice. I've already overseen that he obeys or will lose everything he cares about. There was no room for negotiations, no time to warn Amari. He could only do his part as a good tool stood and obey. How loathsome. Nance, you got some explaining to do. Amari rushes towards the fog, seemingly ready to thrash him. Why am I locked out in my own workshop? Even the elevator won't go to my floor. Nance croaks. Your workshop has been seized by orders of Lord Vendrake. You will not be gaining access until you successfully capture or kill the convict of Kobu. What the hell was that? He can't make me. He's made a written order. He wants you to report to him right away. I'm sorry. Sorry, you don't know the meaning of the word. Enraged, the Lynx demon aims his mystic arms at the frog. The hands curl into fists that fly towards the frog. Amari, stop! Knox spits out his blade and deflects the fist with him. Stop? You never stop trying to tear our company apart. The mystic arms surround Knox. They glow blue and fire beams of light. Knox's floating hand launches its master into the air, just narrowly escaping the barrage of blasts. Stop this, now! Knox spins like a cannonball and slams into Amari's chest before bouncing back onto his platform. The cat falls and loses control of his arms. I don't want to fight you, Amari. Amari stands up and rushes towards the frog. If it was anyone else, Knox would cut them down before they step into his saddle, but he can't do it, not to Amari. Amari lets loose his rage as he shakes his coworker violently. Did you ever say anything when he gave this death sentence? It wasn't my place to question a demon. Preposterous. Everything that Vendrake does is questionable. Why? Why? He falls to his knees. The thought of losing all his creations, all those memories, becomes too much to hear. Too much to bear. What could the fox say? What would be enough to pull Amari out of his despair, or would he only break him further? Did our time together mean nothing to you? All those days we spent making music and dancing, was it just some sick joke? You think you can stop caring once it gets tough? I don't know who's the bigger fool, you for blindly following Vendrake's orders or me for having the smallest hope that this is some long con. Now you'll turn around and say this was always part of your plan to set things straight. But there's no plan, is there? There's no future where all of this stops, a future where we could be. Nonsense webbed hands reached out for Amari's face, the demons finally looking each other in the eye. Why? I wish I had the words to tell you. There's so much I don't understand by myself, but never will I ever want to hurt you. He pulls from his cloak a silver cube-shaped device. On the top surface sits a small disc. That's the prototype music player I left in my workshop. Now it places the box in Amari's hand. I didn't know what to take from there, but I remember you showed me this the last time we were together. I wanted to fill it with our favorite songs. This feeling is guilt, isn't it? Where does it come from? Why, when I am around him, I feel so uncertain. Knox pulls away from Amari. Why can't I tell him what I feel? Am I even supposed to have these feelings? Perhaps I'm defeated. I'm sorry. Bendrake is waiting for you. Best you don't keep him waiting. The fire turns and floats away towards the darkness. He hesitates for a moment, contemplating turning back, but there's nothing else for him to do. He disappears into the darkness, leaving behind a dejected Amari, who holds a hand out to the fog he loves, hoping he'll come back. See, there's something new here. I don't think anything new here, but you awaken to the smell of bacon and eggs. Moss. Morning. The boy walks over to the kitchen with a big plate of food. He sets the food on a coffee table next to your mattress. Lucian follows from behind and places down 3 cups. I made tea. I didn't know I had tea. You had loose tea bags. They didn't expire yet, so Morris said it was safe for you to drink it. See, it wasn't that bad, right? No, but I don't see how learning how to make tea will advance my career. It's just a workaholic. Kobe, get cleaned up and shower down with us. Okay? After a reinvigorating shower, you sit down for breakfast with the others. The simple yet fulfilling meal hits just the right spot, especially after last night. However, the schemers of this town seldom rest. Your phone is ringing. Hello? Good morning. Good morning, Kobu. The stomach churns as if it wants to split out your breakfast. You see why I stare at Morris, and he stares back and nods slowly. I'll be giving out your instructions today. Come by the mansion, bring Morris, and don't keep us waiting. Okay? Junior hangs up the call. We gotta go. The gang called. Also follow along. No, they are on high alert since the attack. You might be detected. We'll come back and let you know what happens. Just be on the lookout for Toast. What do you think he'll come back? I don't expect it. I don't know. Is it weird that I wish we would, though? Yes, but for today I'll wait. Go. Don't keep our short-term allies waiting, and get home safely. You nod an acknowledgement and leave with Morris. As Junior and Mr. K await their new recruit's arrival, the duo have one other apartment to attend to. Mr. K stands within his office, a laptop and attached projector set upon the desk before him. Junior enters the room, having just completed his call to Kobu. Junior, this thing keeps asking me if I want to upgrade my antivirus. What virus dares to invade my territory? Just ignore it. It's just an advert asking for more money. Fine. Let's stop wasting time. Those two will be here at any moment. Junior nods. Junior opens up a messaging application on the laptop and calls someone. A video of a female peacock with big round glasses and adorning a yellow starry appears. Her name was displayed on top of the video, Tanya. She has a clear British accent. Darling, hello. Tanya. He says her name with excitement. Have you had your lunch, darling? Wait a minute. Have you had your lunch, darling? I had a piece of toast and coffee this morning. That's hardly anything. At least make a chapati. I will, sweetie. After I'm done with my afternoon work. Pa's here too. Tanya, how's my favorite mother-in-law doing? I'm doing fine. Between managing the clothing store and Minda. Oh, Minda, where do you get those bubbles? Her voice carries a mix of fear and excitement. She flips the camera around, pointing it at a bright pink baby octopus in a dress. She's floating midair with large bubbles surrounding her. Minda just started making bubbles from her hands and floated. The child octopus giggles loudly as he spins around like an astronaut in space. This is bad. This is great. Excuse me, my daughter is floating. It means her powers are developing. She could be a powerful kraken. Remember how she made water float last time? Don't remind me. I was really hoping that all this magic thing would go away. She is 5. She's supposed to be learning her ABCs and how to play games with her friends. Boys, focus here. Minda hasn't had her lunch yet. How do I get her down? She can get herself down. Bring us close to her. The camera moves closer to the girl. Minda, look, it's Grandpa. Grandpa, I'm flying. Yes, you are a magnet, jellyfish. Think you can reach the ceiling? I'll try. Junior shoves his father away from the laptop. Minda, no, this is a Papa. Papa, look at what I can do. Yes, dear, that's impressive, but can you please come down? That's dangerous. He raises his voice when she tells her to come down. His daughter appears startled and floats back down. Her bubbles pop away. Thank you, Minda. That's not safe for you. What did I say about using your powers? Minna keeps her hands up behind her back and looks away from the camera. I'm not supposed to. Right, you'll scare Mama if you keep doing that. The camera flips back to the mother. Okay, thank you, dear. I got it from here. Mr. K steps into the camera's view. Go easy on her. She's just discovering who she is. I know, okay. I'm assuming this is normal for a Kraken child. She isn't a Kraken. She's just an octopus like any other girl. Tanya narrows her eyes. We'll talk more about this later. She turns to her daughter. Minna, you ready to eat? Yeah. Say goodbye to Papa first. The mother brings the camera close to her daughter's face. Bye-bye, Papa. Goodbye, dear. She ends the call. Mr. K and the Junior turn to each other. You should be soft as a mirror. She's your daughter. She is. That's why I don't appreciate you encouraging her to do more magic. How is she going to fit with her? How is she going to fit in with her friends? She is a Kraken. Those mortals will be lucky to be friends with her. Kids can be cruel, Pa. You don't understand what it's like raising a child so different. Is it any different than how I raised you? I never had powers, Papa. So, you were magical in my eyes. To me, you will always be Kraken. Phil Stolt, Krakens flutter habit. Sim proud Krakens move Olsen's. Mr. K rests a hand upon his son's shoulder. Junior size, not even the 7 seas could contain the depths of his father's dream for him and his family. Upon reaching the mansion, you and Morris head straight for Mr. K's office. The office is dark and moody. The only light within emanating from a projector and laptop plays upon the desk. Good, you're here on time. If you're a sent driver, do you know how expensive it is to get a cab all the way here? Not even our regular members get that. Junior, the laptop is making a weird noise. You hear the laptop fan blowing faster and faster before completely stopping. The laptop screen turns blue and so does the projector's display. That's very unlucky. It's working fine just now. Technology is never reliable. I mean, that laptop looks pretty old. When was the last time you guys updated? Good tools last a last time. Good tools last a lifetime. Such mortal creations are unreliable. Never mind, I'm canceling the call. The Kraken raises both arms. Deep blue sea water swirls in front of you. A curtain of water rises. The shadows of 2 figures form, but only the one on the left comes to clarity. Meow, Mr. K. You did not say you were going to use magic for this call. I would have stood closer to the flowers outside the casino, saving the water bill. Mikey, the laptop broke. Added to a list of assets to replace this month. More spending, great. This is Delium. Are you with us? You take note of these individuals. You reckon Mr. K will only call them after you arrive if they are key players in this plan. One's a white cat, but who's the other one? You look over to Morris, but he seems unimpressed by the appearance of these monsters. I'm here. Can we get this over with? I'm due for surgery soon. My spell isn't projecting your image. Just where are you? In my office. Forgive me, it's not your spell that's acting up. I'm merely strengthening the illusion spell that keeps our identities a secret here, sir. You still do your own quote-unquote surgeries. Just get one of your lackeys to do it. Only do that with your adult patients. Mr. K coughs. As you're both well aware, last night we were attacked. Meow. Definitely not my kind of party. Have you two confirmed that none of the remnants of the cult invaded your locations? The only cult here are those that worship Lady Luck. Hospital security reported no suspicious individuals. Junior steps up next to his father. The investigation team I sent out to the cult site also found no traces of them, just piles of black hoods on the ground. Their presence here is most unnatural. Were there any clues as to their purpose in Kimbleton? Nothing. When we got there, their hardware was all burnt to a crisp and nothing could be retrieved. Probably Jim's work if his claims are to be believed. Mr. K growls. We'll revisit that mess later then. Onward to the next task at hand. Junior turns to you both. The fellow on your back stares on end like you've been called out by a teacher in the class. Gentlemen, please step forward. Both of you do as he says. Here's Junior. What's that doing here? I know we're desperate for members, but do you have to let in every broke ass riff-raff you come across? And who's aligned with him? What the fuck? That cat's animosity towards your partner provokes an immediate response, but one glance at Morris and you know not to cause a scene. You bite your tongue for now. Mikey, I'm flattered you remember me. Everyone, the threat of demons becoming aware of our plans looms ever more likely. They've already invaded Kimbleton. With our help to take them out. So you're welcome, Mikey. That's why we're advanced to the Demon Lord extermination plan, and we'll have these two help us reach that goal. New and urgent thoughts surface upon hearing the name of the plan. You muster all your willpower to not sell a reaction. Extermination? Wait, they want to exterminate me? No, not me. I'm not the Demon Lord anymore, am I? No, it's Vendrake thereafter, right? Right, but what happened after that? I can't let them do that. I have to stop them. A sense of courage compels you to add. I'm ordering all resources to be diverted to the completion of the Underworld Gate and the God Killer. Well, you didn't say anything about killing a Demon Lord before. All eyes, visible or not, follow on you. It doesn't involve you both. You can still grab your little friend and leave. But the Demon Lord is all powerful. What's this going to achieve? Morris moves close and whispers. Dude, zip it. It's none of our business. I know, it's just... Mr. K erupts into laughter. This will change the world. You should be thankful we're getting rid of the execution of Mordecai once and for all, boy. If I can interrupt, the God Killer is far from completion. Without a trace of the Demon Lord, this weapon is just a plain sword. Even if it was completed, I'm against us wasting what remains of our kind and our souls on a suicide mission. Exactly. Listen to the doctor. He went to medical school. Junior shakes his head. I don't want to be the bearer of more bad news, but negotiations with other sanctuaries haven't exactly yielded the best results. Nobody that I reached out to wants anything to do with this plan. Moreover, I don't think we can arm enough people with anti-demon weapons with the funds we have at the moment. Yeah, invasives are expensive. Silence. The gang's leader, booming voice, shocks all of you. He looks to his subordinates with his chest puffed out in a dominating display. This is not open for discussions. Time will wipe us out if we don't strike now. Zangitz is no more, yet his curse still prevails. What? Wow. You said if he died, we'd all be free. Obviously, we underestimated the extent of his powers, which is why we must attack, capture the current Demon Lord, and make them undo it. What if that fails? Then we'll just kill every Demon Lord that comes until they do it. This went from a punt in the dark to a disaster waiting to happen. Is any of this going to be worth it? We should be focusing on sustaining the numbers we have now. Mr. K pulls out a photograph from his coat. Look at this. Look at it. And tell me this isn't worth fighting for. He waves the photograph at his subordinates. Mikey makes an uncomfortable groaning sound while the faceless delirium just sighs. The Kraken then turns to you. You, Big Mouth. Look at it and tell me you wouldn't fight for the future of the cutest person in the world. Huh? Your pupils dart about as you are confused and afraid by his forceful tone. He's showing you a photo of a little pink octopus girl with a big smile. She looks pretty cute. Pretty cute. Just pretty cute. I'll show you pretty cute. He grabs you by the collar of your shirt and you feel yourself getting lifted off the ground. Pa, calm down, please. Let me handle it. As Mr. K sets you down, you can only take in a breath when Junior invades your personal space and grabs you by the collar. Do you just say that my love and joy, my sweet Minda, is just pretty cute? Take a good look again. Mr. K hands him the photograph. You shiver uncontrollably as he shows you the picture. I'll give you a minute to reevaluate your words. I'll reevaluate your face. I'm sorry, she's really, really cute, super cute. Junior tugs at your collar. What specifically do you find cute about her? She has a cute smile. Please don't hurt me. Damn right she does. Thank you for saying so. She shoves you back on the ground, and you run towards Morris. The exorcist laughs. What's with them? I knew I forgot to tell you. It's okay. I got wolves the same way when I first met them. No more hesitating. We're moving ahead with a plan. Junior, give them their orders. The rest of you, open your ears. Dr. Desiderium, you're to continue the God-Killer research, Maki. We need to take $50,000 from the coffer. What? Why do we need to use so much for? A flash flood occurred yesterday at the town's paddy fields following the non-stop rainfall. The farmers' crops are ruined and will affect the livelihood of many. Wow, this again? How do you expect my casino to profit if every time something bad happens we have to pay out a pocket to help these mortals? I say we leave them be, and they'll come spend money at my place to make up for what they've lost. We need to tend to these mortals like a form. If we leave them be, the quality of their souls will dip. Members are already complaining that the souls will give them members are already complaining that the souls we give them are too flat as light. It's the taste of despair. More concerning is the fact that there are talks of villagers wanting to leave Kimbleton if their families cannot survive there. So Morris and Kobo will be coming over to pick up the check delivered to the representative of the Farmers Association. I'm sure you two can handle simple delivery work. You're in too deep. If there's no way to stop the gang's plan, your only option is to play along until you find a way to stop at least your identity be discovered. I'm not complaining if this will get us to the underworld gate. Then Maki, I'll meet with you later to discuss our current funds. There's an irregularity in the accounts I'd like to know about. You'll have to schedule a date with my assistant then. I'm busy running a big poker tournament this month. So be it. I'll hand out further instructions as the days go by. One last thing. The demons entering the town are not to be taken lightly. Inform all forces to be on guard and do not engage. We'll lead them to Morris here. Yeah, more unpaid work. That's all. Now carry out your orders. The collapse of the water projection signals the end of the meeting. Mr. K exits the room, leaving you with Morrison Jr. Gentlemen, before you go, allow me to introduce to you someone who will be helping you with your work. On his phone, and then Mel Griffin enters the office. He moves with trepidation as though apologetic that his mere presence is an inconvenience. You rang, sir? Julius. This is Morris and Kobu. Julius is my personal assistant and he'll be taking you around to do your task today. Hey, Julius. The Griffin nods meekly. Junior makes his way to the door before stopping to turn around. Julius, please make sure they head out right away. I'll schedule a fitting for them upon their return. You wonder what he means by that, but he's already left the room. The Griffin driver leads you both outside to the same car that took you home yesterday. Where will you be heading to today? Can we take a minute first, Julius? I need to talk to my client in private. Oh, okay. The Griffin appears disheartened as he waits by the car on his lonesome. You, on the other hand, get pulled away by Morris. Well, one morning, you okay? I'm fine, more or less. Why do you ask? I don't know, maybe because it looked like you were really worried about them trying to fight a demon lord. What are your priorities? I mean, come on, he was talking about changing the order of life and death. That's overkill. We don't know how that'll impact everyone on Earth. It's still none of our business. And none of mine. Well, it's still none of your business and none of mine. I'm not getting paid to deal with the Demon Lord. Not that I really think they'll succeed. Jeez, I thought you cared about people, not demons. His words sting a little. You cross your arms and frown. What's the difference? You're part demon. Morris snorts. I'm not a demon. Yeah. He grips his bandaged arm and growls loudly. His body emanates demonic energy. Oh, you okay? I'm fine, just lost my cool. Sorry, I didn't mean anything bad by it. It's fine, I know what you're trying to say, but there's no such thing as a good demon. But if there was, I wouldn't be here. Look, you want to be a demon sympathizer, that's your own business, but I won't support you if you do it. Alright, let's go. We got a job to take care of. You both return to the driver, and no more talks of demons unless we see one. Demons where? The Griffin has his hands up, guarding his face. Relax, the only demon will be your boss unless we finish this job. Come on, we need to stop by the casino. The car ride is unbearable. Morris won't look at you, much less talk. So, you boys been out to the Kimbleton countryside before? No? You look outside, the concrete walls you used to have been replaced by the lush greens of Kimbleton's many farms. Far up a hill, you spot a grand-looking building, newer than anything you've seen in town. You assume that's where the casino is. I'm not really a farm person. Couldn't manage one online even. Hey now, there's tons of things to do, even out here. You got all this wonderful greenery to explore. Stay away from the haunted hotel, though. Is it a tourist trap? Yeah, it traps you, then eats. It traps you, then it eats you. Our people have been keeping an eye on that thing for a while. Still no clue how to safely get rid of it. At least it doesn't mess up the casino's daily operations. On that note, go to the casino. Best steak in town. They serve it with the best peppercorn sauce, and it comes with a side of soul candy Earl Grey tea. Sorry, the last part's not for me. Plus, I don't gamble. Alright, you're immortal. Sorry, guess it's like cannibalism for you to eat that. Let's not go there. I'm having a hard time as it is trying to stomach the fact that your kind eats souls. Hey, it's how we survive. It's no different than your kind killing and eating a chicken. It is different. Not to us, a soul's a soul. I'm surprised the casino didn't change its name when Maki took over. I think he proposed it, but Mr. K and Junior shot the notion down. Typical Maki, yeah. They both exchange a laugh. It seems like they are in one a joke you don't know about. The car makes a right turn just before reaching the edge of Kimbleton, skipping past the so-called haunted hotel. It slows down as it heads uphill. A part of you is excited like a kid going to a theme park for the first time. Before you can wonder further about the casino, the car pulls to a stop. We're here. There's nothing here. Yeah, security isn't letting us up. You're still some distance away from the casino, having stopped in front of a blackade. Another Griffin exits a security booth and approaches the car. I need you folks to step out of the vehicle. But they have business with Maki. Junior said so. I know, but Maki said not to let anyone up. I'll call him. Looks like you boys have got to go meet him yourselves. Looks like you boys have got to go meet him yourselves. I'll wait in the car. He backs up the car too quickly and hits a tree. I'm okay. Okay. The security griffin returned to his booth. A porcelain figure of a cat holding a coin was upon the open window frame. You recognize the figure as a mannequin, Neko. Many thought the kibble would have one. The griffin bumps the mannequin Neko's paw and it begins to wave as all such figures do. Dark smoke shoots out of the doll's eyes into the space before the gate, coalescing into a white suited cat with twin tails. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Kimbleton Casino. Well, pleasure it is to meet. He extends his hand out to you. I want to say, Michael, it's Kobu. Yes, Kobu, welcome to the club. He sits over to you and pulls you in close by the shoulder. We need to remember this moment with a picture. Smile. He pulls out a point-and-shoot camera and takes a selfie that flash blinds you temporarily. It's the middle of the day. Why is the flash even on? Now, can I offer you something to drink? Coffee? With a puff of smoke, he pulls a cup of coffee out of thin air. Champagne? He tosses the cup into the smoke and a glass of champagne comes out in its place. Oh, forgot you're here. Mikey releases his hold on you and faces the board. Can we just get the check and go? Yes, it's always about the money with you. The broke exorcist. The cat pulls out a check from his shirt pocket. He dangles it in front of the boy. Hang on. Let me savor this moment. The day you finally fall off your high horse to come crawling back. Meow. I don't know what you're talking about. This partnership is temporary until I complete the job. Right. You're too good for all of this messy work. The good exorcist cannot possibly spoil his name by working with us. Even after we offer such a hefty bounty for the souls he encounters, he still denies us. How sickeningly rigid. Slithers of demonic power slips through Morris's bandaged arm. You rush over and holds his arm, and holds his hand. Hey, quit picking on him. At least Morris stands up for what's right, unlike you soul-eating creatures. Oh, ill, pure love. Love. You both let go of each other. It's not like that. Say no more. I'm honestly bored already. Morris, I will see you break one day. I just know you will. Mikey drops the check on the ground and vanishes in a puff of smoke. What a weirdo. Morris looks at the ground in silence. Why does he dislike you so much? I don't know. He's had beef with me since I first came to Killerton. He passed the check to Morris. We're halfway done, Let's. Morris' phone rings. He answers the call. Hello? Yeah, we have the check. We're on our way now. Is this part of the contract? They're doing this willingly. Okay, I understand. He ends the call. What's up? That was Junior. There's a second part to our job today. So it's one of those kinds of requests. What does he want now? We have something else to collect when we drop off the check. And guess what the gang's new errand boys? It better not be heavy. I got a storage on tonight. It's a soul. Bro, I just said nothing heavy. Are you sure he didn't mean a soul patch? Cause I think he can pull it off. I didn't mishear him. Look, if you're not comfortable with this, you can wait in the car. I'll do it. No way, I can't let you handle all the dirty work. I'll do it. My pa always said I must be prepared to one day take a life for the great good. Guess it's today. You pick up a large rock from the path. Dude, try to walk in the sarcasm and get in the car. Second hand, Julius drives you to the home of the Farmers Association's leader. It's a short drive down from the casino into the nearby paddocks. Hey there, folks. Hello, we're here representing Mr. K. Oh, Mr. K's people, welcome. You've been expecting someone will arrive, but I don't recognize you both. We are temporarily employed with the group. Here, I think this is for your association. He hands the check to the representative. Oh, such kindness. Thank you. We need to call the press. That won't be necessary. We were only instructed to hand this to you. Then I'll make sure this goes to the families affected. Mr. K is a godsend. All our farming community has survived so much thanks to his help through the decades. Please allow us to treat what we pay you to for bringing such good news. You can hand over the silver after then we can go back home. Oh, I'm sorry. What my impatient friend needs to say is that we appreciate the offer, but really we're here to finish our job. We were told to meet someone here who made a deal with Mr. K. I know who you're referring to. She told us to expect someone to come. Follow me. The representative leads you along an unsealed road connecting the houses in this area. The farmers and their families look out from their homes to watch you. All of their attention is beginning to give you goosebumps. You walk closer to Morris. Hey, do you know who are we? Weeping here? We're not weeping. The game doesn't weep. It's more of a forceful suction. Rose, why do we have to do this again? Julie said everything will be explained once we get here. And we're here. The representative stops in front of a quaint cottage with potted plants and ceramic sea creatures adorning the porch. I'll go get the others. I'll give you all privacy. He enters the building and yells out to those inside. Two women hurry out of the cottage. They bow at you before heading off. Last to come out is Jen and the representative. I'll leave you a lot to it. We already called the hospital in advance to prepare for the completion of the ritual. As the man leaves, Morris puts his hands on his hips. Why are you here? Yeah, there you piss off, Mr. K. Why else do you think I'm doing grunt work looking for this soul? The target's inside. You're here. Why don't you go get it then? The vessel that holds the soul refused to hand it to me. They specifically wanted someone nurturing to talk to them before their soul is taken. Let's get Julius to do it. We don't need this kind of trouble. That chicken, he can't comfort himself, much less a dying person. Also, this is your problem. No son means no key. No key means your friend doesn't get saved. To your horror, you realize that these creatures have been using living souls to make the underworld gate. The snake holds out an aged piece of paper that radiates magical energy. When the agreement is fulfilled, bring that close to her and the deed will be done. I'll wait here to collect the soul from you. Morris looks at you. Offer still stands for me to do this alone. And my answer is still no. I need the key. Morris takes the paper and you both enter the cottage. You approach the living room and come to a stop in the doorway. There's a bed at the end of the room where an ailing woman lies against a stack of pillows holding her up. Hello. Her cloudy eyes open slightly wider. Come in, come in. You both enter the room and sit across from her mattress. Oh now, why are you sitting so far away? I can't yell anymore. Come closer. You both move to her side. You sit closer to where she rests her head while Morris takes the foot of the bed. So who did that snake send? I'd like to know the name of my Grim Reapers before I go. I'm Kopu. Morris, ma'am. Good to meet you both. Can't really see you on account of my cataracts, but I trust you two to be good people after all. Who would be willing to see a dying stranger off on her last day? I'm sorry for what you're going through. No, B. I fought a good fight. I survived the deaths of 2 husbands, a heart attack, and diabetes. But there are some fights you can't win. What do you have? She puts a finger to her lips. It's not important. I don't want the last thing on my mind to be my sickness. Is there anything we can do to make you more comfortable? Sonny boy, I'm on so many painkillers, I'm perfectly comfortable. Just talk to me a little bit more. Sorry, I'm not used to meeting people before they die. Sad to say, you'll get used to it as you get older. I'm surprised though, all you boys working for Mr. K, I imagine behind saddles you've seen worse. We're temporary hires. The woman chuckles. And that bastard never even bothered to sew up, not even when I got sick. You know Mr. K? knew him. I was the previous leader of the Farmers Association. I was the one who helped him get a foothold here at Kimballton. That man was terrible at rallying people when he first arrived in the 1960s. He may look intimidating, but there is a softer side to him. I don't know if that's entirely true. He's more otherworldly, I think. Aren't we all? But deep down he cares, in his own strange way. You sound like you know him well. Does that mean you know that he's... She nods. Since when? Very recently. I had my suspicions when I was younger. It was strange how he could pull off all kinds of miracles, but I could never confirm it. He reached out to me and offered a deal for my soul. So you know what you're giving up? Aren't you scared? You're losing your place in the afterlife. I've never been the kind of person to think about where my life would end. I lived my life protecting the beautiful farmlands, keeping my community together. Mr. K promised that in exchange for my soul, he'll continue to support the farmers here and keep Kimballton going. But your soul is mine, and if I can use what's left of my life to protect those I care about, I think it's worth it. Don't you think that makes us interesting? How we're willing to defy heaven and hell for each other? You think of King and you think of the journey you're on. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, I'm paused, Morris dear. I asked the girls to leave behind my favorite drink. Would you mind pouring a bit of it for all of us? He looks around and locates a brown glass bottle of leaves. He looks around and locates a brown glass bottle of 3 shot glasses. Whiskey? Of course, how about it, boys? Join me in one last jolt. Okay, but you only get a little bit. It's not good to drink while medicated. Oh, it's not like I'm going to be here much longer. He pours 3 glasses of whiskey and hands one to you. Can you hold yours? Yes. He places the shot glass into her waiting hands. What are we toasting to? To a life well lived. To a life well lived. They raise their shot glasses into the air. To all life well lived. The 3 of you call out cheers before you down the drink. You gasp and cough. It's been so long since you drank something so potent. The woman merely takes a sip before setting the drink aside, chuckling as she hears you trying to regain your composure. This takes me back to my youth, managing squabbles amongst the townsfolk and downing whiskey with my friends. With my long hair blowing in the wind, I was quite the cats back in my day. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you caught me right now. You be careful of this one, Kobu. Men like him will sweet talk their way into your life and leave you penniless. Oh, I know, but at least he has the looks to match those words of his. You're the woman Sarah Lev. She strokes her silver hair, perhaps a habit of hers when her hair shined brighter. Boris clamored over you to sit next to her. He takes out a brush from his pocket. Mind if I give you a little brush? Go right here. Morris brushes her hair. Carefully, his movements are slow and delicate. You done this before? Yeah, with my mom. She'd be mad if she knew I'm using her secret brushing technique on another woman. She taught you well. The brushing continues for a few minutes, but there's no need to talk. When Morris finishes, the woman waves to him to come closer and she kisses him on the cheeks. Thank you. Both of you, I think I'm ready. You take a deep breath. She leans back into her pillows and closes her eyes. Morris pulls out the contract. Upon directing it towards the woman, the contract glows brightly, specks of gold dust flying out and caressing her face. As though possessed by the magic, a bright blue flame leaves her mouth and floats over to you. You hold the soul of the woman you were just talking to, images of her life play out through the flicker of the flame. Her youth, her regrets, her secrets culminating to her last moments with you in Morris. A familiar sense of knowing fills your chest. You feel the urge to impart judgment upon the soul as though it were second nature. Kobu, huh? Look up at Morris. He looks concerned as he reaches out and wipes the tears from your face. I'm sorry, I didn't know what came over me. It's okay. and take one last look at her physical form. She looks peaceful. With that, you both walk back outside. Upon encountering Jen, he snatches the stove from you. No! Boris puts his arm up to stop you from going further. Thank you for your hard work, boys. This will serve us well in completing that underworld gate key. He flicks his hand and the soul disappears like a card trick. Your heart sinks further. Are we done? Yes, you two have played your part. I need to stay and make sure that the woman's body is disposed of properly, part of the deal, and everything. What a pain. Hey, you don't get to complain. You better treat her body with respect. You don't get to tell me how to do my job. Now get out of my sight. Come on. Morris pulls you away. The boy steps on the snake's tail as he passes by. Morris, you fucking a-hole. He doesn't let go of you until you're in the car. Julius starts driving and you're left with a gnawing sensation in the pit of your stomach. What is this feeling? This bittersweet taste seasoned with a hint of guilt. Why am I pulled towards these souls? They don't matter, they shouldn't matter, and yet each one does. Is this how these creatures have been surviving? They cultivate souls and take them through their contracts? The only thing separating us from them is that they eat souls and take them from the living. Their contracts, their whole way of life. Pauses. Is this why you try to destroy them? Do you feel something tap against you? Morris's hand is bumping into yours with each bounce of the car's suspension. You wonder what it feels. You wonder what he feels. He's frowning as he looks out the window. Perhaps even he isn't immune to seeing a life lost. Your hand creeps closer and your pinky locks into his. It could be your imagination, but you feel his finger holding yours tighter. There's so much you don't know, but being with Morris reminds you not to lose sight of your goal. To be continued. To be continued. Let's look some more into the info. Places. Kilburn is a funny place. It sits atop a hillside accessible via a long stretch of road. A mansion on top of the mountain level overlooks the entire town. Very villain headquarter-esque, I would say. When I asked King about the mansion, he said that it's actually the home of the local gang leaders. I gather most people avoid going up there. The underworld is the inverse of up and above. I don't know how deep into the abyss this place goes, but I tried. Well, let's get to this down here. The flaw, however, is that a magical contract is only as strong as the being who created it in the first place. The stronger the creator It's a harsher penalty for trying to weasel your way out the terms. I wonder what or the risks involved in getting into a deal with Mr. K. The Underworld is a soul crushing company up above. It's a five-star hotel. The perfect place to have all your dreams and desires come true. If your soul passes judgment, I've always considered Gary to be lucky to run the place. I mean, who wouldn't want to run a chill place where you make everyone happy until they turn to pure energy? Wish I could get a place there myself, but for some reason it's always fully booked. Alright, so thanks for playing the latest update. If you want to let us know how we're doing, leave a rating and comment on our Instagram page. We want to hear from you. Well, the Demon Lurks are supported by those who sponsor us on Patreon. Consider supporting us so we can make the game bigger and better. Or you can support us by buying our new Kobu VR model on sale on Itch.io. If you want to be kept up to date on the development, feel free to follow our X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, or join our Discord. So that was a very heavy update, especially at the end. So basically, the woman was the head of the Farmers Association in exchange for Mr. K working to rebuild the village and make it prosperous, where everybody gets fed and all that. They would have to give their souls up, and she would have to give her soul up also. So that's what the people there have been doing, when they die, anyway. And this woman here is the latest one, so it's very sad that, she doesn't, it's sad that she died and her soul is just a little blue orb, and, the snake kind of treats it like no big deal. And it's sad that, they consume souls. So basically, I guess once they consume the soul, whatever was left of the person, their personality, their memories, their faults, their successes, and all that, it just becomes nothing. It just becomes history. It's as if they never existed. So, yeah, that's sad. So, I think Kobu's father, Paul, wants to destroy this gang, so souls will be consumed, instead they'll be judged, and, they have to go to the underworld, which is this world's version of hell, or they go to up above, which is this world's version of heaven, instead of just being consumed like food. So they do use souls to open the demon portal, so that's not good also, but don't necessarily like how they operate, but so looks like they've both Kobu and Morris have fulfilled their part of the deal, unless they put even more jobs unless the Mr. K's son decides to put even more duties on them to do. But I guess they fulfilled their part of the deal, so hopefully they'll be able to open the demon gate and they can go rescue King. And I guess they're going to try to defeat Vendrake also. So I started to look forward to more of Morris with how with more information about how this gang operates and whether they be able to open a demon portal or not, and plus all the how the gang is going to combat the demons that are running around the city. It looks like Toast's job here is done. Yeah, he looks like his purpose here on Earth is done, and I guess, well, in Kilburn anyway. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I think he's heading back to Las Vegas or something. So looks like he'll have to say goodbye. Looks like he might say goodbye to the others soon, but I think he wants to help him out with King before he leaves. So I guess he's not going away right away, right immediately. But so alright, so I look very much forward to the next update for Morris, whenever that might be. Maybe probably won't be till later next year, so they rotate. But looking very much forward to Morris. So thank you all very much for watching. Bye.